We're delighted to be joined by Olympian and fan favourite here in the studio. It's Abigail Martin. Abigail, thank you for joining us. How has it been here in Liverpool this week? Because I know you've been keeping busy.
It's been really good. It's been slightly different this year with not competing due to a slight injury that I'm coming back from, but the crowd has been amazing and we've seen some really good gymnastics.
And now we just saw Frank Stone win the vault, and as Katie mentioned, she's just 15 years old. But Abby, you're still only 16, and yet you've made your dreams come true of going to the Olympics. How has life changed for you since last summer?
It still feels so surreal. Like, when everyone asks me, like, how was it at Olympics, I kind of, like, go back to that moment and I'm like, it was just amazing. Like, I still can't believe I did that at 16 years old, and as a first-year senior, like, the first year I was eligible, it feels amazing.
And I know that you're disappointed to not be competing on the floor, but we're delighted to have you in the studio because you're going to help us talk through some of the routines. We're going to take a look at Abigail Roper's vault, which saw her take away a bronze medal. And Abigail, what did you make of this vault final?
I think the vault final was really great. There was lots of different vaults and some really big ones too.
And you competed in the vault at the team final in Paris. It is a really difficult event to go up there first, really power down that runway. How do you approach this piece of apparatus?
Yeah, so I competed my vault in the qualifications of the Olympic Games. I obviously made a slight mistake in the warm-up, but yeah, I just made sure to control my nerves. Remember that it's the exact same as what I do in the gym, and yeah, just made sure I hit the table right and got the twist fully round.
What mindset are you in, Abby, when you're standing there, you're about to put your hand up to do a vault, and is that different from some of the other apparatus?
Yeah, I think it is quite different because obviously you have to run towards the vault, like you're not stood right by the apparatus. Sometimes I do find it slightly more nerve-wracking because I present and then I'm like, okay, right, now we've got to go. But yeah, so I do find it slightly different.
And you do know a lot of these gymnasts really well. We're going to take a look at Isabel Priestley's vault in a second. And Isabel was in the finals of the Junior Europeans just last year. So talk us through this, Abby, of what it means to be being a first-time senior on this floor, because it was just last year that you did it.
Yeah, I think it's a really big experience for Izzy. She did really well competing at Junior Europeans last year. She actually was pulled in last minute. So to make a vault final, I think she was really happy with that, because I know we had a little chat about how she was feeling because I got pulled in last minute as well. So we kind of had a chat about that, but yeah, she was really delighted. So to come back here and do well, I think she will be very, very happy.
And coaching is really important to you. You have an amazing relationship with your coach, but also since the Olympics, you've gone to college to study coaching yourself. What's that journey looking like for you?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I would in the future love to become a high performance coach because I think the coaches have given so much to me and I think it would be such a fun role in the future. So going to college and doing a sports coaching course is just an exciting step for the future.
Abby, is there an apparatus you enjoy coaching the most, and is that the same as your favourite apparatus?
So it's actually slightly different. My favourite piece is floor because I just love performing and competing. But I actually love coaching the skills on bars. I just think it's quite a hard piece that I've had to overcome a lot of. So to be coaching that now is just exciting.
Any routines at the Olympic Games in Paris, Abby, that stood out for you? I know for me, actually my favourite routine of the whole Olympic Games, men or women, was the uneven bars routine from Kaylee Namor. I thought that was just the most incredible thing I think I've ever seen. Was there any moments that stood out for you in that competition?
Yeah, so same for me. I actually loved watching Kaylee Namor on bars. She is actually such a big inspiration for me, and I met her at the World Cup at the beginning of the year and then saw her again at the Olympics, so that was lovely. But I also loved watching Rebecca Andrade on the floor.
Well, Abby, you're also a star to watch for the future. Like we only mentioned, you're 16. There's so much to come, and I know you're on this journey back from injury, so it won't be long before we see you back on the floor. So thank you so much. We're actually going to head for a chat with our commentators now, Katie and Chris. You must be pretty excited to have Jessica Gadarova up in this bar final, Katie.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm excited to see her routine, but I'm also excited to hear the roar of the crowd here in this arena, because every time she's been introduced, they're just trying to take the roof off, I think.